By now, all of you would have read the shocking story of what went down at the BPO unit of TCS in Nashik. 8 people, 6 men and 2 women, have been accused of various things from sexual harassment to religious coercion to turning a blind eye when women employees, came forward with complaints of sexual harassment. How did this happen in such a big company, not just India's leading IT company, but India's biggest private sector employer with nearly 6 lakh people, which has operations in nearly hundreds of countries? We've been speaking to various HR experts who say that this is a complete failure of internal systems and processes. How did this go on for 4 years undetected when the POSH guidelines came into force in 2013? There are clear mechanisms for whistleblower complaints at all IT companies. In fact, I was going through TCS's annual report. They also have robust mechanisms, whether it comes to reporting POSH, whether it comes to whistleblower complaints. But there was a clear gap when it comes to enforcement. So by design, there are all the policies, but by enforcement, none of this was there. So this has come as a huge shock, and I think this is going to have ramifications not just for TCS, but this is going to be a wake-up call for Indian IT and for India Inc. While POSH committee guidelines are set out, whistleblower complaints are spoken about, are they actually being enforced? What is the control that you have at a local office, at far-flung offices like Nashik and Vizag and Mohali and Siliguri and various other small cities in India where you have expanded in the last few years? So this raises serious questions about internal systems and processes. These women should have had extensive training, robust training when it comes to what constitutes harassment, what constitutes workplace violation, what is coercion, which ID can they report to, which portal can they report to. But there was clear fear, which is why they couldn't report these things in time. The fear of retaliation, because most of these things were being committed by people they reported to. And remember, these were girls aged between 18 to 25, and they were earning 15,000 to 25,000 a month. And that was their livelihood. What else could they do? A lot of unanswered questions so far, but TCS chairman N. Chandrasekaran did come out with a very strong statement. They have instituted a probe under the TCS COO, Aarti Subramanian. So hopefully we will have answers in some days from now.